Good evening. It's Mike from Mike's Custom Saw, back on the 024 AV Wood Boss. Let's check it out. Last video that I had done, it was a dirty mess. Kind of just went through what I had and everything here. So here she is now, completely cleaned. It's a nice looking old saw. I did find some damage on the case down here where it looks like it was just eroded away. Apparently so we live on an island here, and apparently where this saw was living at home, it was near the salt water, so a little bit of corrosion on the magnesium there. Should be fine. I'm gonna get the plastic plug for it. That's on order right now, and that's where the chain catcher goes also, so should be okay, I think. So this evening, we're gonna pull this jug off of here. See what we got on the inside. There's a couple other things that I wanna show you guys though. I've got the box parts, that's all cleaned up. We'll go over that. I did my initial stock numbers, they're in the book. We'll go over that. And then a super cool tool that I built. Not my idea. A couple guys online on the old YouTube are doing this, and I wanted to get away from my big degree wheel that I was using, so I went to an electronic degree tool, basically. My brother-in-law John, he was gracious enough I was going to build a box for it out of metal. He came over and saw the project I was working on and said, hey, I bet I could 3D print something for that. So I'm going to show you guys what we did. It came out really, really good. And it cut the time down immensely, so much more efficient than using the big wheel with the wire coming off and everything like that. A little bit of a learning curve, but it works really, really well. So I'm gonna change the camera around a little bit here, and we'll go through the parts. And I also got to the Stihl shop today, talked to my buddy Steve, and he hooked me up. I ended up spending quite a bit, but hey, that's okay. It's for this saw. Got a whole bunch of parts. I think I got everything now. A couple items that he didn't have were the rings for the piston and the AV plug for here. So those are on order. So they'll come in when they come in. No big deal, because this thing's got some work to be done on it. So let me spin the camera around and I'll show you these parts that I cleaned up. Oh, another big thing. I was gonna go look for and I've been perusing eBay and online and such. I was gonna, these old saws, I like to make them look good afterwards. But then I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? It'd be kind of cool for this saw just to be named Scrappy. You know, keep all the old handle, the old body work. It's beat to heck. It was dirty, it's clean now, but everything from the internal, I mean, I got seals today for the crank, which they're good. It tests good, but while I'm in here, I might as well replace the seals too. So let's do the seals. A whole laundry list of different parts that are gonna go into this thing. So it's gonna be a good saw on the internals, and it's gonna have really bad body work, you know? I mean, it's just worn out stuff. So I'm thinking, let's name this thing Scrappy. So that's the name of this saw. It's gonna be Scrappy. And I've got it already labeled in my book, Scrappy. And I was looking for a old used bar, because the bar that came on the saw is right here, and I can't reuse this thing. I mean, it is shot. The nose is completely worn out. It is a replaceable nose. We looked far and wide down at the Stihl shop. You can't get these noses anymore for this bar, so I'm still gonna go with a new bar. I've got a brand new bar that I pulled off the 261 when I converted that from 325 to 3/8, and gonna do that. I'm gonna take that 325 20-inch bar and put it onto Scrappy. So it'll be a old scrappy looking saw with a brand new bar and brand new chain. Hey, that's the important part, is the cutting part. So it'll be cool still. So anyways, let me turn this camera around and we'll go at it. All right. So here's all the parts. They're all cleaned up now. I mean, see, I still got all that road rash on there and everything, but it came out pretty good. I mean, it's definitely cleaner. I mean, it's really clean actually from where it was at. The old Wood Boss 024 AV cover's cleaned up pretty good. There's the old handle. Now I was looking at all my back stock, and I do have a lot of these parts for a 026, which is kind of exactly the same thing. Bodywork's a little different on it. But I don't want to go into that. I mean, I definitely could harvest a handle off the 026 I could harvest the chain brake off of it, but I really want this thing to be scrappy. So there is the cover. It's all cleaned up. There's the chain cover. It's all cleaned up. So everything is looking pretty good. Whole box of old parts there that will reuse pretty much everything. But here, check this out. This is what I got from the Stihl shop today. And I should lay these out for everyone, but this thing is getting a lot of parts here. I mean, you got seals in here. I got a fuel line. I've got an impulse line, new exhaust gasket, new pull rope, new fuel cap, new oil cap, fuel filter. There's some chain rub guards there. So I'm converting over from a, this has got a spur sprocket, and I'm going to go to a rim sprocket, 7-tooth. Spur sprocket was 7-tooth, but I'm going to go to this guy, which is the kit, all OEM. There's another cap. I think this is, I think the fuel cap. Yeah, it's larger, so that's the fuel cap. You gotta excuse my camera work here a bit. It's a new camera I'm using, so trying it out. New air filter, a flock filter, as we knew the old one was, where is it? It's sitting over here. It was, yeah, one of the winter filters. So, gonna do new flock filter. New plug. What else we got? Oh, new carburetor. There's the part number for that carburetor. So, yep. So we got a lot of good, all OEM parts here to do. The piston rings are on order, and that other AV plug is on order, but that should do it. I think I got everything off my list that I needed for this thing. So we are good to go. I'm gonna put this stuff back in the box here. And then I want to show you guys the different way I'm doing this stuff. Okay, so I reach over here. There's the old wheel. This is the wheel that I've been using since I started doing this, okay? So you mount that to the crankshaft, you know, and put your wire on there and bolt, spin it around, get your top dead center, and do your porting off of that. This is what we've gone to now. This thing came out so good. So this is, turn it on. That's a digital degree wheel, basically. You can zero it out. It took me a little bit to learn how to use it, but it is a game changer. And my brother-in-law, John, he made the case for it, 3D printed it, even got the Stihl logo in there. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. With the Jacobs chuck, this is the same chuck that I was using on the wheel. So makes life so much easier, so much quicker. And I'll probably run through on a video when we get going on this thing for when I pull the jug off and start doing another set of numbers on it without a base gasket. I want to see where it's going to land. So that thing is absolutely awesome. It came out great. Works super well. All right. I'm going to put this to the side. Then I got my notebook over here. So this is what this thing, I used this guy this time for it. And this is what we came up with. And so then we got our Stihl 024 Wood Boss Scrappy, October 7th, 2025. So stock with the base gasket. We were squished at 37 thousandths. Our exhaust came in at 100, which is just like the Super, the 024 Super. The intake was 63, and the transfers were 126. So here I am. I got to get my base gasket width and then, or thickness, and then my ring thickness, so that makes it a lot easier for reporting, you know, the whole bit. So that's what I got in the book right now. And next step is going to be taking this jug off, and it's gonna be, I've been excited about it. Can't wait to do it because I really want to see what that piston and everything else look like. And so far I've only been able to look through the exhaust and the intake and down the spark plug hole to see how this thing looks. So this is kind of the, I was kind of cautious about buying a bunch of parts today, but from what I saw when I looked in the ports, it looked pretty good. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So here we go. Okay, I'm hoping that camera will work out. This is a different camera I'm using than I have typically, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to stand to the side and kind of show you what I'm doing here. Basically just gonna take these, crack these bolts off of here. There's one. Of course, going in a crisscross pattern to get them off. So, you know, I was thinking about doing this YouTube stuff and having a conversation with my wife the other night, and I'm so stoked to be able to do this now. I've been a mechanic my entire career, and continued with in the fire service to working on fire engines and such now. It's always served me well, and it's neat to, I in all honesty, I'm kind of getting tired of working on big stuff, and it's nice to be able to work on something small and find this passion to work on these small engines. And once again, I want to put a big thanks to all the tree guys out there, the ones that I've been watching and putting content up there, because finally I figured, well, you know what, I might as well come out and put some stuff out there. I'm starting to get good at this. I understand it a bit better. I don't know everything. I'm constantly learning, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good hobby to do, and I really enjoy doing it. So it's neat to give back. So well, I've said it before, and I just want to say it again. A big thanks to the Tin Man out there, and I've watched a lot of August Hunneke, his tree work, and Guilty by Treason, another guy that I really enjoy watching. Gordy down at West Coast Saws. There's a pile of them that I really have a lot of appreciation for, and I have a lot of thanks for. All right, trying to work that intake. It's a little difficult on the camera here. I'm gonna try to get that intake boot pushed out so that this jug will come out. Excuse my hands there being in the way. But hey, this is live. We're going into it for the first time here. All right, got the intake boot out, and should be coming up here right now. There she is. So I lost one bolt here. I'm gonna have to find that one. I think it went right down in the crack down there, but let's take a quick look at this thing. I'll bring it up to the camera. Oh yeah, she looks, boy, that ain't bad at all. Look at that. That's awesome. The rings are completely clean. There's the exhaust side. Oh, sorry. Yeah, That thing looks beautiful. I'll get some more close-ups of this thing. There's our jug. You're seeing it the first time as I see it. Let's see if we can get that in camera. Actually, you're seeing it before I'm seeing it because I'm trying to get it on the camera here. Yeah, I'll take a closer look with the camera afterwards. I just want to take a look at this thing. Yeah, a little graying in the cylinder. Not bad. Nothing. It's smooth. Oh, thank you. I was so worried. It does have the dome piston, just like the 024 Super. So, there's our base gasket. I'm going to have to peel that off too. Looks like it came off with the jug. Little remnants of it there. So, all right, I'm going to turn the camera off, and I got to dig out that bolt there, that jug bolt. Find out where that went, and then I'll get a little close-up of this thing, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, let's take a look at this thing now that it's off. So that's looking pretty good. I got a little bit more cleanup to do down in here on the crankcase. Get some more gasket off. I got this piston all cleaned up, all shined up. I'll do a little bit more on the piston. I'll open up these windows a bit in here and take some material out from inside here on the casting marks and whatnot. I might probably polish that piston up a bit, but got all the carbon off of it. It looks great. Let me see if I can turn a light on here so it's not too bright. Piston looks good. So there is some slight scuffing on it, but nothing to be concerned about. See if I can shine this light in this jug here. Hold on one sec here. I'll get that headlight off and grab another light and tilt this down here, and we can kind of try to take a look inside of there. There's a little bit of scuffing on it, but it's not horrible. There's nothing to catch a fingernail on. Here's the exhaust side. Just some slight scuffing in there. And trying to get this on the camera is a little difficult. There we go. Yeah, it's not bad. There's actually some cross hatching still by the transfers. So in that that lower transfer area, I'll clean all that out and get this light off. I'll turn the headlight back on, and like inside here, try to get that all like in here. I'm gonna cut all this out and smooth it out just like I did the 024 on the transfers. So overall, it looks really good. I think that whoever had this saw ran good fuel. They didn't overheat it. Probably had a sharp chain on it all the time. There's no on the connecting rod. There's no bluing or anything. The crank looks good. It's all. I mean, she rotates really smoothly. Everything. I'm going to end up taking that flywheel off, and then I'm going to take that oil pump off also and do the crank seals on it just for GP, basically, just to make sure that she's solid. So let me come over here. Oh, there's my light again. Hold on a second, I'm going to adjust that light. Alright, I'm going to come over here now, and we'll take a look at this book here. I got the base gasket width was 19 thousandths, and when you're looking at that from earlier, my squish was 37 thousandths, so we take our 37 thousandths minus the 19 thousandths, come up with 18 thousandths, and that's really good. That'll work out because I used the Loctite anaerobic sealer for the jug for a base gasket delete, and that should come out around 19 to 20 thousandths. And that's really what I'm looking for, right around that 20 thousandths. The ring came out to 58 thousandths, and that'll come into effect when I do my port timing on my intake. We'll be using that number. So that's why I always get the thickness of the ring. So there she is. Overall, I'm super stoked. This is going to be yeah, it's going to be a fun build. That's for sure. Another look at the piston here. That thing is, she's solid. And then I got to clean this jug big time. This thing needs to be completely cleaned up. But we'll get all that cleaned up, and then next time that I post a video with the 024 Wood Boss series, it'll be probably doing the timing numbers on it without the base gasket and seeing where we land, and then lining out the lines for the porting. So there she is. It's gonna be a good saw. Okay guys, this is where I'm at now. I got the piston cleaned up, cylinder cleaned up roughly. I'm gonna stop for this evening. It's getting late out here. So next step is just gonna be cleaning, and then putting this piston back on, and I'll get an actual squish measurement with the jug on with no base gasket on it, and then we'll start timing this for the port work. I want to clean this piston or this jug up much better though, so that we can do all that work. But it's looking good, and I'm gonna throw this up in the 024 Wood Boss series and take you guys along with the whole build on it. If you want to see more, I mean, I usually don't film cleaning and that type of stuff. I mean, or getting the piston off the connecting rod. I mean, it's pretty easy, but you know, hey, I've never done it before also. So if you want to see more of that, just leave something in the comments, and I'll add that in here and show how it's done. I mean, I came from a mechanical background. I've been a mechanic my whole life. These are a little bit different than larger engines. I mean, it's same concept and everything, but so I've been learning, gathering the tools. I mean, the special tools to be able to put the wrist pin clips in. It makes life a ton easier. So yeah, if you want to see any more of that, just let me know, and I'll put more footage out there as far as like tear down and how you break stuff apart and that type of thing. So anyways, that's it for this evening. I'm going to post this up in the 024 Wood Boss series, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.